Drizzle, drizzle. You are the reason I can't decline. You are the water that makes me swim through the inner part of me. It feels I lock all my fears and my problems away behind the locked door that keeps me awake. The banging and screaming never gets old. It takes all my strength and leaves me feeling sold. Away to my demons, away to my mind. This mending, this beating, it all feels a lie. Just like a never-ending disguise. I hold out my heart, but the world breaks my light. I draw out my feelings to open a world. I follow my past to watch it get burned. But nobody's holding the flame, so I can't move on. There's no one to help, so I give up my throne. I'm losing my shadows to lonely souls. I felt your voices repeat in my head, like I was going insane, but the walls were paper thin, the lights were shot dim. I was laying there in bed, but all I heard was all your anger blocking in. All I felt was the pain kick right in. I've been drained away and dragged through every gate. Nobody can see my face. It's tainted with blood and guilt of all of you. I was torn, I was lost, I was found under all the mistreated and misled. I was under my bed. Drown me in your bedroom where you lie and cry, waiting for another guy to hear you cry. I have loved too many. Now I'm left with nobody. I have lost my mind. Don't leave. I have not been ready for the end. I haven't been here to lead you on. Now you are my only dream of my heart. Breaking into 10. I won't cover up my fears anymore. They will be shown through light. No more darkness will dry out my nights. I fooled everyone, but the truth was that I was fooling myself in my own bedroom. The doors haven't been opened for so long. The windows have been locked with no light to shine through. The walls have been torn just like my insides from you. Now I bend over to my coffin and I cry. I leave every single lie behind and I sigh with open eyes. Throw me out of my own body and let me float so gently through this melody that I lose myself in every time you come by into a shadow waiting to be covered by nobody. I have not seen a single bit of daylight. Now I flood out my memories to find the ones with you, then pour them into. I forget my name and I call every day just to hear you complain. You pushed me away, but I keep making my way back to you. Like that day never existed and you took my phone and broke it right in front of me. The glass flew everywhere, but inside my heart you stared and felt something else but thin air. And I shook off every tear that you gave me just to see the light. I was only left to be so bright as you would call me your lucky charm. I only got the worst of luck that never ended. I cut every picture out to see if you made it worth it. Now I look away just to not see your face. When I dream, I see you, but not the good sides, the dark ones. They are the only ones I was able to remember the most, so they will be the last I get to see when I pass. Then one day I hope you can I hope you can forgive me. I hope I hid myself away, but inside I was screaming, shouting, breaking down, losing sound. I was not there when you needed me, but as soon as you were gone, I needed you. Life was all you had to live, to give. Left to smile was all you wanted to see. Happy ending was all we never got. Just a bunch of empty hopes and words that meant nothing, because only time was able to tell. I can feel the fire burn right through my chest, like a never-ending bullet that keeps piercing through my guts. I feel my eyes go dry, just like my throat, from the screaming that I had to let out. Just to have another day, but there is nothing left to say, so I fall over and roll through another empty page. I have put so much time in, so many people, but as I lose them, it doesn't seem like I got what I wanted. I only lost what I had, which was leftovers. I try to find myself in others when really they get me angry. So mad I start to say things I don't mean. I start to see things that aren't there. I start to feel things nobody should be able to feel. I picture myself cuffed to my anger. Dark, deceiving desires cloud my mind, so I start to drown in greed. I start to cry and regret all the times I lost just to see. I put myself out there. I kept myself from being myself. I trusted too many. Now I'm the fool who has nobody left to hear me out. So I crawl back in my desk of destruction. And I'm just as damaged as everyone makes me out to be. They see me the way that isn't who I want to be. The me that is dying to be happy. They see no part left of me. I have lost every part of my true self. Why do people feel like they need to tell people what they want to hear, but deep down they are burning deep down the true feelings that are losing meaning to come out? When I crashed, I came down hard. I threw my things away and left every door unclosed, leaving words unsaid that meant the most. I had people that didn't know I gave up, and there was no way around. I took the jump, and I landed twisted around with all my thoughts inside out. My expression was not seen or found, loss of feeling. I never made a sound, but I dozed off and came around. The day was still my time without the mystery of a sudden drown. I fell so hard I made so much of a sound. I broke my medal that held me down. Now I'm all left to find my crown, the one that fell, the one I need to feel alive through. The ending, I was just so lost with you gone. Time would tick, but I would feel nothing pass me by, but the time I heard you die, you melted away to my mind, the way I never got to say goodbye. But I have pictured you in my mind with every crack I see clear. How you were not, how you were hurt not breathing for yourself. The world gave up on you, so you didn't feel the need to fight. I felt that too. That's why I never tried. I threw my life against the wall and smeared a knife right through my soul. Now I'm left with bits and pieces of what I am. It's all not there, so I feel uneven, so unfilled. This is all your doings, so I'm not the one that's crazy.